So welcome back to Outdoors with the Morgans. It's another beautiful day today, and we are taking a road trip over to Ohio. I sold a whole bunch of firewood the last couple days, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to take all that money that I made, add a bunch of money to it, and buy something that I've been wanting to get for quite some time. Now, there's two things that I normally buy in Ohio. Number one is fireworks, and number two is trailers. Iron 5 minutes later, pulling into Bennett's trailer sales. That's a nice looking trailer there, Pat.
Yep.
Why don't you tell me what we got here?
This is a Legend, all aluminum, enclosed trailer, 7 wide, 14 feet long, plus a 3-foot V-nose, so they call it 17 feet. We get it 6 inches extra tall, so it's 7 foot tall. So a lot of side-by-sides will fit in them. That's what a lot of people haul in these. 7,000 GVW. It's got two 3,500-pound torsion axles.
All aluminum. Frame, everything's all aluminum.
Yeah, the entire structure is aluminum instead of steel. So it's lighter, and that's a nice thing, but you really buy the aluminum because they don't rust, don't corrode in the winter.
Yeah.
On salty roads, they last a lot longer.
And it's a big, it's a pretty good sized trailer, yet it weighs under 2,000 pounds.
Yeah, shipping weight's 1950. And so with the 7,000 GVW, it'll haul 5,000 pounds.
Do you sell a lot of these?
We do, yeah. A lot more aluminum than we used to.
Yeah.
Because just people want them to last longer.
Yeah, here in the Northeast, the salt is hard on trailers.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this one, you can get these all different ways, right? Like different colors and different...
Lots of choices and colors, and this one has the blackout package, so the trim is black instead of polished. This one has the matte black skin to give some contrast.
Yeah.
Aluminum wheels are standard.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, 3-foot V-nose, pretty aerodynamic also, so it cuts the wind pretty good when you're driving.
Yeah. Yeah, this would look good behind Melissa's Yukon,
It'll look real good, and it'll pull it easily, too.
Yeah, yeah. I want to look at this mort you got over here.
All right.
So this is similar to the tilt deck I have, but much heavier duty trailer, right?
Yes, this is its new, much heavier big brother. 25,900 GVW. Two 12,000-pound torsion axles, 8-foot stationary deck on the front, and then 16-foot of tilt bed, so 24 feet long.
24 feet.
Yeah.
What's this trailer weigh empty?
The shipping weight on it was 6,800 pounds.
6,800 pounds. So like a lot of guys that are buying big skid loaders and several attachments, this would be the trailer for them.
Yes, yeah.
Giant toolbox at the front.
Yes, it is huge. Yeah, new machines are just getting so heavy that the two 8,000-pound axles just aren't enough, so this new model comes with 10,000 or 12,000-pound axles.
Is this the first one of these you got?
Yeah, first one today.
Yeah. Boy, that's nice. But this would be pretty good for like a 550, right?
Yes, it's perfect for a 550. It's more than what a normal pickup's gonna want.
Yeah.
You're into that dump truck, the next size heavier.
Right.
To pull one of these. But it's an alternative to a deck over.
Yeah, it keeps you lower to the ground.
Lower to the ground, and you still have the nice tilt. It's a very nice load angle.
Yeah.
Very similar to yours, really. The deck sits higher than yours, but the load angle is not much different.
With a little longer deck on it.
Little longer tilt bed. I was very surprised. I loaded our wheel loader on the other one we got in today, and it drove right up on it, no issues, didn't feel steep or anything.
Do you know what your wheel loader weighs?
Yeah, just over 10,000.
Over 10,000?
Yeah, it's like 10.2.
Okay.
So that's the heaviest thing I have, so that's why I put it on there.
How's business been?
Pretty good.
Good.
Pretty good. Weather's helping.
Yeah.
Doesn't feel like winter yet.
That tree there doesn't want to give up the leaves.
No, it's going to be December.
Yeah. Well, good deal. Yeah, I'm excited. This will be a nice addition to the fleet over here for sure.
Generally, people, when they buy an enclosed trailer, they find lots of uses that they didn't know they had. There's always something that needs hauled.
Right. And then what's nice is when you come home, you don't have to unload everything.
Right.
You can leave it in the trailer.
Leave it in the trailer, yep.
Yeah. Well, very nice, Pat. I appreciate it.
All right, thank you.
All right, I got back to the house last night, right about dark. I had a uneventful trip back from Ohio, which is good. But the trailer pulled like a dream. You don't even know it's back there. You know, looking at it now, I don't know. If I had some weight in the front of the trailer, but it's really not going to squat that F350. I think I should probably drop the hitch maybe another inch. We'll have to see how it does. But so far, I'm liking it. I have big plans for this trailer. We'll go over it here in a little bit. But I want to show you the inside and some of the features that we didn't go over already. But I went down a rabbit hole last night on YouTube looking at all the different things people do to the insides of these trailers. But yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. It's got this nice step here to get in the side door. That grab handle right there, it is illuminated at night. It's got LED marker lights all the way around it. Nice big back door on it. I believe these are made in Michigan. I think is where Legend trailers are made. I like the matte black. I do. It's shiny black on the bottom and the stone guard in the front, but I think the matte black looks nice. To open the rear door, you can just push in here. There's one on each side. And it's spring assist. And then this will flip down for, you know, anything with real small tires, like a dolly or whatever. The approach angle is almost non-existent, really nice and flat. Now this floor on the ramp and on the inside, this is waterproof, okay? The walls are water resistant. Waterproof, water resistant. It's got 4 tie down points, 2 in the front, 2 in the back. I can add more of those if need be. Actually has a little deadbolt on the door to the outside. It's got lights on this side. There's 2 of them right there. Really nice trailer. So the first thing that I'm going to do with this is paint the inside. I've seen guys use like an epoxy on the floor. I think I'm just going to use like a nice heavy duty porch paint. It'll probably take 2 coats for the floor and probably 3 coats on the walls. And I think what I'll do, I'll paint the floor like a just like a gray, and maybe come up the walls about 1.5 or 2 feet, and then paint the rest of it white. Then we'll put some shelving in here. I'm trying to think this all through right now, but like I said, I was on YouTube last night, and man, some guys really deck these things out. But we're going to use this for a variety of purposes. So let's say I'm going down to the cabin to work. I could put, you know, like the 4-wheeler in here. I'm just kind of envisioning like my pole saw, chainsaws, power tools. I mean, you could really load this thing up. That's why these shelves and racks are going to be important. But what I have found is, like with my truck, you go through different modes. You know, you're like in hunting mode, or you go to the cabin and maybe you're just taking a trip somewhere and you load up everything in the truck, and then the next day you're taking everything out and changing modes, where this will be, you know, used, like I said, going down to the cabin. We'll use this when we go to shows, like next year if we go to the Paul Bunyan show or Boonville. And we're actually planning on doing some things next year. We'll get into this in another video, but kind of doing our own events where we have maybe some equipment dealers and chainsaw carvers and food trucks and things like that. This trailer will really come in handy for those. Or we may just go to like a fall festival somewhere, maybe around Deep Creek, Oakland, Maryland. There's a lot of people that watch our channel down there, and we'll have more meetups next year. And this trailer will be a big part of getting all our stuff from here to there and back. But yeah, I'm really excited about this. Like Pat said, when you get one of these, people find so many uses for them. And the more I look at it, the more the wheels are turning. But the first thing I need to do is get the floor painted, the walls painted. And it's been pretty cold, but what I could do is back this inside the building where it's nice and warm, and I could work on this thing in the evening. But I don't want to start hogging it up right now until I at least get it painted in here. Because you know how that goes. You'll start loading it up and it'll never happen. If you don't do it now, it'll just never get done. So I need to take care of that first. But yeah, I'm pretty excited. Very nice trailer. And I highly recommend Bennett trailers over there. Like I mentioned before, Pat has all the answers for any kind of trailer. And when you think you have something figured out, he has been around these long enough. He'll bring things up that may impact your decision one way or another. And it's very good advice. You like to get advice from people that are around these things all the time, and Pat is definitely the guy. But yeah, nice trailer. And like we were saying, I can pull it with the Super Duty or Melissa's Yukon. It'll handle it no problem at all. Boy, that black trailer, black vehicle, that looked pretty nice actually. All aluminum. Can't get over it, weighs under a ton. These lock. This door locks. Alright, we're gonna head down to the Woodyard in just a minute, but before I do that, I need to run out here and grab a battery out of this trail camera. It's dead. We'll get it charged up. You know, it's crazy. I've got hundreds, more like thousands of pictures and videos from this camera of deer right out in here over the last couple months. And that nice 10 point that I saw the other day, we've seen him 3 times. Maybe 150, 200 yards max, that direction down there. 3 different occasions we've seen him over there, and I don't have one picture of him up here. It's just crazy he won't come up here, because there's always doe here, there's other bucks here, but that 110 point has never been up here that I know of. We'll drop this off, and there's deer over there. 3, 4, 5. There's a whole bunch of deer over there. They're running out across that ridge right there. But yeah, we'll charge this up in the building, and then we will head down to the Woodyard. They were over there watching me change that battery out. They didn't move till I headed this direction. Also, we're going to get all the leaves cleaned up today. They're calling for a 100% chance of rain tomorrow, like up to an inch of rain, and we actually need it. It's been so dry. All right, busy day at the Woodyard here. I was splitting some more pizza wood over there into the dump trailer, and then my neighbor is picking up 5 baskets. He's unloading on his end. He has a Kubota 3400 pre-DPF, good tractor, but with these bigger baskets, he said it is all he can do to get them out of the truck. He doesn't think he could load them into the truck, but he can get them out of the truck. So that's good. I'm loading them with the skid loader just because it's here. I could load them with the mini skid. This just handles the bigger baskets extremely comfortably. But anyway, I think that's about it for today's video. I'm going to split some more wood. He's going to come back, get these other 3 baskets. And then I need to start putting some stuff away and prepare for the big rain tomorrow. I think, yeah, last I checked, inch of rain tomorrow, but we need it. It is so dry. Hopefully it's just a good soaker and we don't get a bunch of storms or something. But anyway, that's about it. Appreciate you being here. Catch you on the next one.